All right, guys. So now that you've completed chapter 2, here is the end of the chapter exercise. Exciting, right? So the assignment is you are going to code to create an app that um, shows this the screen that you see here. This is the applications that you're creating. All right. So note that it doesn't have any outputs displayed. We're only focusing on input functions, right? So here, select genders. Is it male or female? The second section, select region, right? So we have different regions here. So first two sections, these are limited choices cases, right? And then at the bottom, we have two slider inputs, right, to collect numeric inputs, right? So the hint I want to give you here is I want you to start using Shiny cheat sheet. So you can simply Google Shiny cheat sheet, right? And then download the cheat sheet. And I already have one here. So it's a summary of all the important essential features of Shiny here. So for example, on the right side, we have inputs. So there's two columns under inputs, right? So this is how it shows up on the applications. And on the right column, we have the functions that creates that look, right? So for example, we have action button and then action button functions and the arguments inside it that creates that action button. And then we have this limited choices, choice 1, 2, 3. Note that more than one choice is checked. So which of the functions in limited choices options allows multiple choices, right? Allows the user to choose multiple options. That's checkbox group input, right? The other thing is when we were learning outputs, right? So here we have outputs section that we learned that there are pairs of functions, right? So for example, if you were to create, say, uh, the regular text, then you have a render text function on the UI side, which pairs. Oh, I'm sorry. So render text function on the server side that produces text output, and that pairs with text output function on the UI side to display that text output, right? So this is how it shows up. The foo, right? That's an example. That is type of text, regular text that render text function generates and displayed by text output function on the UI side, right? So we have pairs of functions, output functions here, and then we have input functions here. So if you have this assignment, then what you can do is use this cheat sheet. So the very first one here, select gender, right? So we know this is a limited choices case, and look for that limited choices. Yeah, so it looks just like this one here. Radio buttons creates that limited choices case, right? So instead of a male, female, we have choice A, B, C, right? And make sure that male is checked by default, right? When you submit the assignment. The second case here is select region, but then all regions, all choices in this section are checked. In other words, you need an input function that allows multiple choices, right? So which one does that? It's right here. Choice 1, 2, 3, just like radio buttons case, but here we have two choices checked. So in that case, you should use checkbox group input function instead of a radio button function. And then we have a slider input to collect numeric inputs. We have that right here, right? So make sure that the first one, minimum value is 1, maximum possible value is 3,500, and by default, starting value 1, ending value 250. The same way here, all right? So let's do this. Oh, by the way, once you create this app, publish your applications on shinyapps.io and submit its URL on Canvas. And once graded, archive it. All right? Great job. Have fun. Take care.